Good afternoon, everybody. We're here at another section of reading out of the book called My Upmost For His Highest by Oswald Chambers. Today, this reading we'll talk about is my sacrifice living. It'll talk about Abraham and how he built the altar, which is found in Genesis 22:9. I haven't read in a while, and this one won't take too long. So I hope that this message today out of this reading will help you guys. So here we go, and I hope you enjoy, and please subscribe, share the message, because it's so important to share God's messages and words, even if it's through a book that I'm reading. This book talks a lot of truth. I haven't seen any faults in it, at least so far, so I figured this would be good for us to read together, for you guys to listen. And I do appreciate everybody who does listen and watch my videos, even on my shorts that I have. I know that my videos aren't as good quality as some others you may see, but I'm doing what I can. So please share to others, or to anybody who you really think should hear it or needs to hear it. Abraham built an altar, and he bound Isaac his son and laid him on the altar. Again, Genesis 22:9 is where you can find this. This event is a picture of the mistake we make in thinking that the ultimate God wants of us is the sacrifice of death. What God wants is a sacrifice through death which enables us to do what Jesus did. That is, sacrifice our lives, not, Lord, I am ready to go with you to death, which is Luke 22:33. But I am willing to be identified with your death so that I may sacrifice my life to God. Self-sacrifice in your life to live for Him more. We seem to think that God wants us to give up things. God purified Abraham from this error, and the same process is at work in our lives. God never tells us to give up things just for the sake of giving them up, but He tells us to give them up for the sake of the only thing worth having, namely, life with Himself. It is a matter of loosening the bands that hold back our lives. Those bands are loosened immediately by identification with the death of Jesus. Then we enter into relationship with God whereby we may sacrifice our lives to Him. It is of no value to God to give Him your life for death. He wants you to be a living sacrifice, to let Him have all your strengths that have been saved and sanctified through Jesus. Romans 12:1. This is what is acceptable to God. So, yes, just like how Peter said, he's willing to die for Jesus, and that is, great, because we are willing to put down our lives for our friends and loved ones, right? Which is a good thing, but it's a greater thing to sacrifice what we have in our lives through our life that we live for God through Jesus, just as I've read. Because it's better to self-sacrifice our way of living so we can do better to live for God and to serve others as we should, and to love one another. Through that self-sacrifice in our lives, we also learn forgiveness, and we also learn to love each other as we should, and we learn to let go of things that are holding us back when we do this, and a lot of things tie together with one when we are, just as this says, is your life sacrifice. And there's a lot of things in this world that's very tempting to get sucked into, and we have to learn again to sacrifice those things in this world in order to enter God's kingdom, because that will be so much greater than what we have now. And in this self-sacrifice, God will always provide a way, and He will provide you abundance in your life, no matter how hard it may be or where you are in your life right now. Whether you have great or you have little, just remember God provides in all aspects. And when we are gifted abundance, we got to try to help others who aren't so gifted in that abundance, that they may get up on their feet to move forward as well. So self-sacrifice in that abundance as well, and give more through love than just through actions. That also is self-sacrifice in our lives. So again, it is of no value to God to give Him your life for death. I'm going to say that again. He wants you to live for Him. He doesn't want you to go out there and throw away your life He has given you for nothing. He wants you to do your best to live for Him with the breath He gives you every morning that He grants us. So we have to do our best to live for Him, not through death, but through life of self-sacrifice for His glory and for others around us. So I hope this message gets out to you and speaks to you. It speaks to me because I have things I got to work on as well. And I have a lot of things I have to self-sacrifice in my life. But if we can do this together, we can do better. And we can also do better to live for God through Jesus for others. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening, day, morning, whatever it may be. And we'll see you next time.